Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you. All right, welcome to episode 24 of 15 Minutes of Genius. 24 like 24 hours in a day. Seems like any entrepreneurs watching, you're probably working maybe 23 and a half hours a day and then sleeping for 30 minutes. That's my schedule. Big shout out to Mark Nicholas at Manhattan Beach Studios. Mark and at ManhattanBeachStudios.net. This is Manhattan Beach Studios where we're filming it. This guy is amazing. He is a genius in his own respect. We have a new segment today as well. He did the graphics for it with his other partner, and man, they came out great. So this guy's awesome. Contact him for anything you need, photo, audio, video, it all. All right, so I'm going to get right into my guest for today. This guy's a good friend of mine. He's a partner of ours. He also invested in Genius Juice in our last round as well. He is Casey Harshman, the owner of Frooishen Design. A little intro on him and Frooishen. Frooishen is a branding and package design agency that specializes in natural CPG. They are a team of industry experts that helps brands bring their authentic stories to life through a compelling design and consistency in all consumer touch points. Short and sweet. Casey, how's it going out there?
Great. Alex, thanks for having me. It's great to be here with you.
Absolutely. I was joking around with you before we actually taped this. You look like you're in the Oval Office doing a presidential address or something.
I'll tell you, that's how we roll in Toledo, Ohio.
Exactly. There we go. Swing state, baby.
Yeah.
All right. And thanks for being up late, too. I mean, we're filming at 6 p.m. in Manhattan Beach. Like, it's totally cool here, but it's 9 p.m. where you are. So thanks for staying up late with the 15 minutes of genius, the best entertainment that you can get. All right. So let's get right into your story. I could talk about our experiences with Frooishen all day. You guys did our Genius bottle right here, the branding that came out about a year ago. You also did our Costco box. We'll get into all that. But tell us about your story, how you got into design, CPG, and why are you so passionate about it?
Yeah, thanks for having me again. 16, 17 years ago, I had the opportunity of joining an agency that was here in Toledo. They subsequently moved to Boulder and had amazing mentors. And growing up, I always felt like this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to help people communicate. And at the end of the day, I think that's what brand storytelling and package design is all about. It's helping these brands tell stories and connect with consumers. And that's a passion of mine.
Yeah, and I think, packaging is really where the rubber meets the road, right? Like you can have the best product in the world inside the bottle or inside the bag, right? Whether it's Genius Juice or Tia Lupita and all these other brands that you've designed for, but it has to tell a really compelling story. So what do you think are great just for people watching? What are some strategies on packaging just to get someone to pick up the product in the store?
Yeah, I think sometimes people will design packaging and it will be really beautiful, but it won't say anything. It won't connect with me on a personal level, or maybe doesn't follow a standard hierarchy of communication that allows me to understand. So I think I like to reference myself as Sally. So say I'm Sally, I'm a mom of three. I'm coming home from work. I just finished a conference call. I have to pick up food for the fam, and I always buy X, whatever X might be. And today we want our package to capture her attention so that maybe she gives us a chance today. And if we're going to break that kind of mental focus that she has, well, then we have to make sure that we have strong branding. We have a very clear hierarchy of communication to allow people to trial our product. And as you said, once whatever's inside of that packaging, if it's really good, they're going to come back and try it again.
Exactly. Just great advice, because just from running Genius Juice for 7 years now, you just saw the images, right, where there was the before and after. I really had no idea how there were so many areas that we really improved our bottle. And it looks like you made it more minimal. You made it more colorful, the colors and all this great stuff. And I'll just a big shout out to the Frooishen team, you, Ivan, Sarah, if you guys want, design advice, or if you're looking for a small boutique agency that takes care of you, they're great. So, with design strategy, as far as there's some people want to put this is coming off the top of my head, these questions. That's how I run the show. It's totally dangerous, but I do it anyway. I don't even write down my questions anymore. So there's packages where there's a lot of information on there. It has all the bullet points.
Hmm.
We have this much protein, this and this and this. Then you got other
Yes.
brands, whether it's Olipop, whether it's Poppy, or all these minimal brands that have very little
Yeah.
on the packaging. Which way do
Hmm.
you go? Do you go with the minimal, kind of chicy Hollywood route? Do you go where you want to give people information so they know what they're buying, or what's kind of the middle ground? And what do you recommend to do on packaging?
Yeah, I think it's all relevant to who you are as a brand and what makes the most sense for how that the personality of your brand is being expressed. So it is amazing how some of these brands they have very little information, but it's also um, you don't need a dissertation on the front of a package. You need just enough information to capture Sally's attention as she's walking by, and if she reaches for it, turns it around, begins to engage with it, then research shows that 80% of the time that's going in the cart and coming home with you. So um, it's really up to because anything that we do from a design perspective, we're dealing with brand first, we're dealing with demographics, we're looking at kind of a macro sense of what's happening on shelf, and then micro of how are we directly competing against other brands in our category. And once you distill down to those things and have strategy behind the design, so you're not just chasing butterflies in the field, as I like to say, then you dial in the design to be on brand. You know how it needs to compete, and then based on that is really how you. It should be a competition of what lives on the front of the package. So if there's 10 things that you think that need to live on the front, well, it's probably 4 to 5, and then 5 to 10 or 6 to 10 need to go on the side or the back of the packaging, and then those key attributes pay off what you've designed or communicated on the front of the package.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to you've used these words before is the hierarchy of information
Yes.
and what people should be looking at, what you want people to be really looking at. But I think the key thing you said, and like a really key takeaway just for entrepreneurs, people that may be launching their first package, or maybe you're going through a package design, you want to put only enough on the front to get someone's attention to come over there and
Mm-hmm.
then pick up the package and then or the bottle or the chips or whatever it is, and then once you get their attention, they pick it up. Then they turn it around to the side, right? They look at the front. Oh wow, but let me go in further. Okay. Oh, it has this,
Mm-hmm.
this, this, and this on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is really good. This is a great decision for my health and for my family. I'm going to put it into my cart. I guess that's how people talk when they go to Whole Foods or anywhere, right? No, I'm just kidding. So, and this is really cool here. This is because we're airing this episode right after we launch in Costco. This is a beautiful 4-pack box that is launching in Costco in late December in Los Angeles. So there's also not only the packaging of the bottle, but also the case and what goes on the outside. Having some realism of the bottle pouring. So I want to actually take a step back to your past, to your experience
Mm-hmm.
before starting Fruition. Then we got this
Sure.
really cool new program that I'll get into as well. But you worked
Okay.
at Interact as well, right? You
Mm-hmm.
worked at Interact.
Yes.
You gained a lot of experience there. How was it working for a larger CPG brand? And then when did you decide to go off on your own?
Yeah, the Interact was amazing. It really gave me the opportunity to really find my passion and follow that. And it also gave me an opportunity to manage and work with a lot of different brands and a workload that at times was kind of crazy, which makes my ability to manage a lot of things. It aids me in that today. So amazing people that I worked with at Interact. They moved to Boulder. I continued to work with them for a while after that happened, and then I think just what happens is things change for them, things change for me, and ultimately it was a good, healthy decision for all of us for me to go on my own, and I like taking that entrepreneurial spirit, especially as I work with someone like you or any other brand owner, where I know what it's like to the cash coming in, and how are you going to pay for the next thing that you have to pay for. And so I like to help brands, especially that are in that emerging space. How do you make decisions of what levers do you need to pull from a sales and marketing perspective in order to accelerate and activate your brand? And myself and the team that I have surrounded myself with are really awesome at doing just that. And so all of the experience that I have was really born from my great work with Interact.
Awesome. Awesome. It really shows you that the pathway that we take to where we are today, like we owe so much to those around us from the past, right? A past company we worked at, mentors.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, how people have treated us in the past and helped us, and the experience they gave us helped us arrive to where we are today and our current success. And you've definitely learned a lot along the way, and you're still evolving and innovating every day at Frooishen, and it's super respectable. And we're super grateful at Genius Juice working with you. We've also worked with Nutpods. Madeline
Mm-hmm.
Hayden, the founder, CEO of Nutpods. They're doing 40, 50 million in revenue. You did their packaging. So you have some really
Mm-hmm.
heavy hitters under your belt. So it's
Sure.
congratulations, Casey
Thank
and
you.
Ivan, and the rest of the Fruition team for all your success. So
Thanks, Bob.
we're going to get into our first edition of the Genius Rapid Fire Questions. Rapid Fire Question. Was that cool or what?
That was great.
That's why we're paying Mark the big bucks right there,
Yeah.
right there. Oh man, that was awesome. Wow, I feel complete just after that graphic. All right, so here we go. So we're just answer them real quick. We have
Yeah.
let's say about a minute. Okay, question number 1: NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
First
If
thing
I
you
have
do,
to choose,
first thing you do when you wake up.
Smile.
Movie you can watch an unlimited amount of times.
Matrix.
Good choice. Song you listen to an unlimited amount of times.
Um, I would say, oh man, Eyes of the World by the Grateful Dead.
Never heard that song, but I'm sure it's good. Favorite national
Oh,
park?
um, Rocky Mountain National Park.
Okay, got to go faster. What is your spirit animal? This first thing comes to your head. No, don't censor yourself.
Lion.
Lion?
Yeah,
Okay,
lion.
lion. What'd you say? Llama? All right.
Yeah,
Window seat or aisle seat on an airplane?
aisle.
Okay, there you go. You're a tall guy. You're a big guy. Peanut butter or almond butter?
Peanut butter.
Cold weather or hot weather?
Cold weather.
Cold brew or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
This one's a stupid one because I know what you're gonna freaking answer. LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
What? You're in Ohio, dude.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna get some
Michael
angry.
Jordan.
You're gonna get some hate
I'm a
mail from
child
that.
of, I'm a Gen Xer.
That's right. You grew up when Mike. Yeah, okay. So ginger or turmeric?
Ginger.
Okay. And last one: favorite food or drink if you were stuck on a deserted island alone?
Hummus and grape leaves.
Wow. Okay. You didn't go for water. You went for something very,
No.
very adventurous. All
Yeah.
right. So that's our first
That's what
edition of
it's
rapid
pretty
fire questions with Casey here. All right.
much.
Oh, good stuff. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
that is it. If anyone wants to reach you, because we're out of time here, for design
Yeah.
advice, or they want to do a kick-ass project with you and make their next round of packaging or design. And by the
Yeah.
way, you're also working on Arte Wellness, which is my
Indeed.
wife's brand, the Wellness Shot, and she's right here in the
Yes.
studio with us. And so
Yeah.
that's going to be coming out like later this year
Yeah.
or early next year. So that's another exciting project that you're working on
Absolutely.
with package to debut very soon. But if anyone wants to reach you, how do they reach you?
Yeah, they can email me at casey@frooishen.com. That's FROOISHEN.com, or myself, 440-241-4217. Would love to help anybody that we can help.
Wow. And I recommend to text him first and then call him. Do both, text and call. Yeah.
It all works.
Exactly. All right, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, that is Casey Harshman of Frooishen Design. Thank you again, man, for joining us
Thanks,
on
Alex.
15 Minutes of Genius.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You
Be
got it.
well.
You too, man. You too. All right. So that is episode 24 in the books. Thank you so much for joining us. And there's one last thing. Stay genius, my friends. Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you.